We always need more tricep, especially when we've got to hit a back double next to Wesley.
I do the Biscoff, the glaze and the strawberry post-workout every day at the minute.
I'm right now pretty confident in saying I'm the leanest I've ever been. Right, welcome back to the YouTube. We're 4.5 weeks out of Detroit Pro. I feel like a bag of and I'm here for it. I love it. We'll have to bleep that because it's been 5 seconds of the opening video. In for push today, it's 10 to 11 right now in the morning. Training by myself because obviously we're filming. Normally I've been training with a training partner Kyle, but today we're in by myself. It's a delt focused push day, so it should be a pretty good session. And I've got brand new crank golden pump. Okay, so even though I'm against this fella in 4.5 weeks time in Detroit, Mr. Wesley Vissers, he's got his own crank pump pro that is releasing today at 5 PM as we're filming this video. So by the time you're watching this, it's already out. It is an even more padded out formula of the original crank pump pro, which I fucking love and use every single session. This has got more glycerol in it, it's got a hydration formula in it, so it's got more electrolytes, so it's you're gonna sustain your pump for longer throughout the session, which I'm all for because right now getting a pump is quite difficult. So we're gonna mix up 2 scoops of this little bad boy in here. It's a pineapple mango flavor as well, which sounds delightful. So it smells alcoholic, which is interesting. We're gonna mix this up. I'm gonna sit here, sip this and give you a full prep update. Probably get quite a lot of the talking done now at the start of the video, just so that when I do get into training, I can just train and get through it, because it's that point of prep now, 4.5 weeks out, where mentally I just want to lock in, get out and get it done, get a good session. So that is very much the plan. So we'll mix this up, sip the pre-workout and have a nice little catch up. Close to the peach iced tea. I think I might prefer that slightly, but I love pineapple. So yeah, big up Wesley, smashed it, ESN smashed it, Code Eagles on sale now. Go get the best pump product there is. Now, as for prep, so as I said, 4.5 weeks out, feeling like absolute dog's arse, as you should be really. I had a rest day yesterday and I went and did another round of blood work just so that we can have a look at that. So when that is in, probably tomorrow, I'll get the results back. I'll obviously discuss that in the next YouTube video. Nothing's wrong, we're not looking for anything to be wrong. Obviously it's not gonna be the prettiest at this point in prep. It's more so just so that we can fine tune things, make sure hormones are exactly where we want them. I am somebody who, I am very young and genetically, I'm very fortunate that I do not have to push the boat when it comes to, all things bodybuilding. So I can get away with using very little and get quite a lot of result. So it's just making sure that we are using just enough basically to be where we want. Because obviously when it comes to drying out in peak week and stuff, the reason we're doing it now is like, if estrogen's really high, it shouldn't be, but let's say hypothetically is, no matter how much you try and dry out, you're going to be retaining water because your estrogen's high. So it's just checking those sorts of things. I'm in the position now where I can afford to do blood work every 2 to 3 weeks. So that's what I've been doing this prep, and it's been, fantastic. Really fine-tuning things, getting to use less supplements than I've had to before, and it's fantastic. So did that yesterday. Also had an in-person check-in with Tom, my coach. So he was very, very happy. He's satisfied that condition is pretty much nearly there, which, I'll leave that to him because my perception is skewed. I want to take off another 5 pounds. I want to get leaner still. But if I take that off, then I flatten off so much, the muscle looks worse and I look worse and the condition won't show much more. So the prep low so far, my lowest body weight has been 213 pounds. My weight cap is 212 pounds. So at my lowest of prep so far, I've been 1 pound over my cap. So I'm basically out of the weight cap because I can lose a pound just by not drinking throughout the day. I think at my lowest, I'm going to be 209 to 210. So yeah, realistically, we've probably got 3-4 pounds to go, which when we're saying 4.5 weeks out, still fucking loads of time. So we've just kind of been feeding up and then digging for a few days, feeding up and digging for a few days. So right now we're digging. Our high day is very much around the corner. I suspect, I check in tomorrow morning, so potentially tomorrow or the day after will probably be a high day. Right now we're on baseline, which is very low. I put a reel on Instagram the other day showing my baseline food, but it's just over 2,000 calories. I've got 2 meals with carbs in and then 4 meals without carbs. The 2 meals with carbs in are literally just 70 grams of rice pudding, pre and post workout at the minute. So carbs are low, but vibes are high, so I can't complain. I'll put it over on the screen now just to talk about this briefly as well, because this sort of blew my mind a little bit. Like, when you hear bodybuilders talk about being flat versus being full, today I am very flat. I'm back down to, I was 214 pounds today, just on the way back down after 2 massive high days that we did. So we did 2 really big high days. I did 1,000 grams of carbs on day 1, and then on day 2, I did 1,200 grams of carbs. So across 48 hours, we put 2,200 grams of carbs in, which is a lot of food. As a result, after those 2 high days, I was 221 pounds. So I was 8 pounds up from my lowest. But if you look at the pictures now, you will see how much leaner I looked, even though I was 8 pounds heavier. Now, the reason for this is because there was a lot more intramuscular fullness. So there's a lot more glycogen in the muscle, basically pressing the muscle tight against the skin, so that therefore the striations look deeper. It's just such a better look. So if you really look at these photos, you can see the glutes look leaner, the chest is fuller, tighter, abs, the midsection is tighter. Even though I'm 8 pounds heavier, it's just that fullness. So that's the difference between flat and full and how much it can affect my physique. So just because I was my lightest doesn't mean I looked my leanest. Actually, when you get a bit of food in and you fill up, you can therefore look leaner. So that hopefully explains that, which is why peak week for a show is so important. The shit thing about that is, that was me at 221 pounds. My weight cap's 212. So that was, 9 pounds over my weight cap. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the prep update. Like, it's been more of the same. It's been a little while since we filmed. Last thing I filmed was down in London, about 10 days ago now. So we've been digging hard since then. London was tough, but it's good. It's the dog end of prep now. It's like, I am flying out to America quite early, so it's only like 3 weeks-ish till I fly, which is sick. And then we'll finish out the sort of last 2 weeks in America before Detroit, just so I can acclimatise, and it kind of just breaks up the prep nicely. I love America. I love bodybuilding over there is sick. I love the gyms, fucking everything about America I just enjoy. So happy to get out there nice and early, spend the time out there. Just means we're nice and relaxed, and we're not panicking, traveling last minute and all that sort of stuff. So in my head right now, I'm very much locked in, happy. Like, yes, I feel like shit, but you're going to. It's the end of prep. I'm right now pretty confident in saying I'm the leanest I've ever been for any show ever, even when I turned pro. Like, I'm leaner now 4.5 weeks out than I was in peak week. So I'm more than satisfied with the look. I'm more than happy with the work put in. And because of that, I'm actually pretty relaxed. I think in terms of pressure and expectation, everyone's really excited to see me on stage, and I'm grateful for that. I love that. Thank you, everyone. Actually, it does mean a lot. It's not really getting to me in terms of like, oh, what if you flop and let everyone down? It's like, that is absolutely a possibility. If I fuck the peak week or whatever, but like right now in this moment, I know thus far I've done everything I possibly can to bring my absolute best to that stage. And if, when Wesley beats me, it's like, so what? He is just better than me. I did everything I could to present my best possible physique at 22 years old on that stage, and that's all I can do. Everything else is out of my control, so there's no point worrying about it. And that's kind of what I'd advise to everyone else competing as well. Just focus on yourself and what you can control, nail all those things, and then the stress is kind of off, because I know there's nothing else I could have done. Whereas if you're the sort of person that is cutting corners on your cardio, overdoing the food, not sticking completely to the meal plan, then you're going to doubt yourself, because you know you could have been better. You're leaving things on the table. So if you want peace of mind, and if you want to be more relaxed, stick to the fucking plan and work your ass off. And I guarantee that gives you an element of closure. And it does massively take the pressure off me when I look at it from that perspective. So I'm feeling pretty good. But yeah, in my head now, it's like, I've got 3 more weeks and then I fly. Then it's 2 weeks after that, just less than. So it's like 3 more weeks, fucking 21 days, can do it easily. So yeah, just taking it day by day at the moment. And that's all we need to do. It's been the hardest prep I've done. I'll happily admit that. I keep trying to convince myself it's not, but it has been. But at the same time, it's a prep for a pro show. It's my first pro prep, where the full prep has been as a pro for pro shows. So it was kind of inevitable. I needed to push harder. I needed to bring a better package than last time. And that's what I've done. But to do that, it's been harder, which makes sense, right? It's inevitable. So I can't really complain. I love this shit. I love this sport. As much as it sucks right now in the present moment, I know that in 4.5 weeks' time, when it's all been said and done, I will be very grateful for the few weeks that I did that really dig, and even though I felt like shit, I pushed through. And the nice thing is, when I reminisce on this prep, I won't remember how I feel right now and how shit I feel on this lovely Tuesday morning. I'll just remember the overall experience, you know, all the positives from the prep, and you kind of just fucking forget about how shit and hungry and tired you are, the sleepless nights. Like, sleep's been suffering a little bit at the minute, but I won't remember that, so that's fine. So yeah, that's where I'm feeling very positive, just very tired and drained, but it's very much a perspective thing, I think, in prep. Like, I could sit here and just complain all the time, which, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'd fucking love to just sit here and say, oh, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I don't want to train, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I could also be fucking working night shifts in Asda still, like I used to. And believe me, I'd rather be doing this right now, so I'm fucking grateful for it. And that's kind of the mindset you have to have. If you're going to complain about everything and be miserable the whole time, chances are you're going to be miserable the whole time and you're not going to enjoy what you're doing. So even if things, like everything in life is going to suck at some point, you've just got to look at the positives and then try to enjoy those. So yeah, that is enough wisdom, that is enough knowledge, that's all the mental capacity I've got right now at this stage. We're going to go, I say we, I'm going to go fuck up my delts now in train push. After, we're going to go do a grocery haul, because I need to go to the shops basically, and you put grocery haul in the title and you all love it. So we'll go take you around the supermarkets. Right now we've got delts, bit of chest and some triceps. So start with a cuff lat raise and then get into a shoulder press. Let's fucking get it. Plan following on from there about prep now. We'll dig down to a new low, probably get 2 to 11ish. I would suspect 212 maybe, hit the cap. Feed up again probably, and then slowly come back down, but start to almost titrate food up a little bit. And just start to pull back now, just because the fat loss is pretty much nearly there. As I said, we've got 2-3 pounds maybe to go, which over the next 4 weeks is naturally just going to continue to go anyway. So we don't need to continue to dig hard now. Very much hard work is done, so we'll just play it by ear. It's obviously quite a sensitive thing to do, is to slowly titrate food up and slowly just bring some life back into the physique. So that is the plan. Obviously, I just communicate with Tom. He deals with all that shit. I just eat what I'm told and do the cardio I'm told and train hard, and that's my job. So yeah, but a lot of the hard work's done. So I'm looking forward to when food starts to come back up a little bit. But for right now, very much. This is the nice thing is this is as hard as it's going to get in my head right now. So I can firm this. So there you go. That's the hardest part. I prep boxed off. Fucking light work. Yeah, buddy. Right, we are going to do 3 plates for the top set still. I have not lost any strength yet this whole prep, which has been fantastic and very surprising considering how hard we pulled food and how hard we pushed. Not too sure why this prep, another prep. I think mindset and maturity and learning from previous preps and knowing how much I need to attack training to actually maintain muscle. And I think that has paid dividends this prep in terms of how different this physique is compared to preps prior. I think that largely just comes down to training intensity throughout prep, because it is something I've struggled with previously, but this prep has been so locked in. Training with my training partner Carl as well, it's been fantastic. So keeping that momentum going is very important. So I don't want to load 3 plates on this machine, believe me, but we'll fucking do it and make sure we maintain reps and progress the back off. Oh. Oh God, I feel so unbelievably flat. It's when you train at this point, you do the exercises, there's just no connection. Like, I'm doing a fly, I feel nothing. Fucking so annoying, but it's part of it. It's like, start bodybuilding, you absolutely love the training. And then for the final 3-4 weeks of prep, it's like the training's become such a chore and it's not as fun. But like I said, Could be worse. So there'll be a high day soon, and I'll be full blown and loving it again like I was last week. Just gotta get through these sessions. I do these like really rapid fire. So one set, if you wait 30 seconds, second set, wait 30 seconds, third set. Fly through them. It's more of just a finisher for the pecs, lower pecs. Bit of a, not a warm up, but you know, sort of the first exercise sort of leading into triceps as well. But I just do it straight after my chest work. Whilst the chest has some sort of blood there, I just find when I'm getting into that deep stretch at the bottom, it really opens up the chest and allows sort of more blood there, which I like. So I do it now rather than towards the end of the session like I used to. In terms of training volume, right, everyone's probably thinking like, well, I say everyone's thinking. I've had like 3 or 4 people ask me like, have I dropped off training volume? And to be honest, not yet, no. And the reason for that is, as I said earlier, the logbook has been progressing, it's been absolutely fine. Fatigue's been managed and training is progressing. So if my training massively started to regress and I was losing reps every single set, then like, as you see some of the drop sets I'd do, I'd remove those. I maybe wouldn't be doing a third set here because I already did 3 sets on the first lat raise. So I really need another 3 sets towards the end of the session. If I was losing reps on other movements, or you know, I was just continually losing reps on these later sets, then yeah, I'd drop them down because I'd rather quality over quantity. But when the current quantity is quality, I'm not concerned. And my physique's been maintaining. So I say that now, obviously we're 4.5 weeks out. As things progress, you know, you near that 2-week out mark, sure. Then I'll start to make some intelligent decisions in terms of more so looking at exercises like that are massively fatiguing and demanding. So like a bent over row, for example. Will I still be trying to progress bent over rows at 2 weeks out? No. But majority of my movements right now, whilst the logbook's happy and moving in a positive direction, volume can stay as it is. The longer I can hold on to this volume like and only see net gain from it, I will do. Just because there's a trend where people say you have to manage fatigue and prep and stuff. There is no rule. Like, everybody's different. This prep's different to last prep. And so you can only go by the current state of affairs. Go by the, I can't think of the word because prep braining. It's the beauty of having a logbook, right? You've got all the data there. When you've done this for a few years, you really understand that. And that's why I do my own training, because nobody knows my body or how I'm feeling better than myself. If you are lesser experienced, like, you know, it's taken me 5 years to get to this point, then that's where a coach comes in, and having a coach that you can feed back to and can trust and knows what they're doing is valuable, and then you listen to them. For myself, I am that person to myself. With training, prep brain doesn't get to me. I can always objectively look at my training. Whereas when it comes to my own physique, do I have the ability to prep myself? Yes. However, when I'm at this point now, as I said earlier, like, Tom's happy with where we're at from a fat loss standpoint. He doesn't think we've got too much more to go. If I was coaching myself in my head, I'd still be slamming like an hour of cardio. I'd be pulling more carbs and I'd just be digging more for condition. And that would result in an overall worse look. And it's just because my perception is skewed. And I think I need to be leaner still, when actually I don't. And that's where having a coach for the food and that side of things is incredibly beneficial to me, because they can pull me back. It's learning your own limitations and knowing when it's best to hand the reins over, but also having the confidence and self-belief in yourself to know that, okay, right now I am the best person to manipulate my own training and manage my own training. And I thoroughly believe I am that. Will that be the case forever? No, absolutely not. Right now, is it? Yeah. So yeah, that's the training volume conversation and update. Ask me again in a week and we may have dropped a set or 2, but right now it's fine. Now, you may be thinking, I'm being an idiot, facing the wrong way, and you're right, I am. But it just feels so much nicer. This Nautilus Nitro, like, when you sit with your back this way, if you look at the angle of the machine, basically, when I sit this way around, I'm leant forwards into it, and it's really allowing me to get a really nice elbow path for the medial head of the delt. When you sit facing this way, it kind of forces you to trap raise it, and you come like this, and you feel it all in your traps, not in the side delt. So if you do have this machine, face this way, and it feels a lot nicer. Shuffle your hips back a little bit, lean into it,
and it's like perfect for the side delt with a really nice resistance profile. So yeah. I superset these two. The nice thing with that one is it forces you into such a deep position here that you get a really nice stretch on the tricep. Hope you just sit in that really comfortably with an elbow brace and elbow support. So that's really nice for really stretching out that length and position. I've got something in my eye, and it's not my eyeball. And I'll superset onto here. Again, same reason. You can really get a nice deep stretch, sort of overhead extension here. But if I just do this without supersetting it, if I did this like a working set by itself, I have to go so heavy that it then really fucks up my elbows. So if I pre-fatigue and then jump into it, I get the nice stretch, I get all the benefit, and I don't have to load it as heavy, so I protect my joints as well. So that's why we bounce between these two. And I've done one set. I honestly might do three because it feels lovely, and it's triceps. It's not that fatiguing. We always need more tricep, especially when we've got to hit a back double next to Wesley.
Post-workout, made it to the shops, going to jump inside, show you what a typical grocery haul for the title, a shopping trip looks like at this point in prep. Bring your plastic bags because we care about the environment, but yeah, it's not very exciting as you'll find out, so let's get in there and I'll show you what I get. First up on the shopping list, we've got a 9-pack of Krispy Kreme donuts. I do the Biscoff, the glaze and the strawberry post-workout every day at the minute. That was obviously a joke, I wish. One day in like 7 weeks, whenever it is, when Philo's done, I'll come and eat the nutty chocolatella, even though I'm allergic to nuts. No, right, so first up on the actual shop is cucumber. So these are to sit on, not to eat. No, cucumber, obviously you see my full days of eating at the minute. I'm absolutely rinsing cucumber. I'm not sitting on it all the time, just sometimes. So we'll get 3 to eat, 1 to sit on. And then you come over here and we buy some shredded lettuce, because if anyone's watched Chris Bumstead over the years, it's shredded lettuce to get shredded. That is not the right one. Do they not have shredded lettuce? Oh, they do, it's there. I'll do 3 packs because I'll just come back. I come to the shops pretty much most days post-workout, so I like my vegetables fresh. He says buying them in plastic bags, probably with preservatives on. But no, right, so 3 packs of shredded lettuce, 4 cucumbers, and that genuinely is 50% of the shop today. So next up, need some chicken. Fuck it, I'll buy 2 packs of chicken. Couple kilos of chicken breast, and that is that, because obviously I've got tilapia still from Costco. My other protein source is literally just whey isolate or Leon cereal, designer whey, as you know, I fucking love that stuff. So yeah, a lot of this food drop is it's a lot quicker because it's just the fresh stuff. Everything else I eat is like rice pudding, which ESN send me, whey protein, ESN. It's all just that sort of stuff. So in terms of fresh food I need, it's chicken. I've got tilapia from Costco already, vegetables, lettuce, and then I'll have my frozen fruit as well, which I get from Costco, frozen raspberries, frozen blueberries. So as sad as my basket looks, that is what a prep shop looks like for me right now, at 4.5 weeks out. It's a sad life, but it is what it is. There are a few other bits I need to pick up today, but they're not for me, they're for Emily. So my girlfriend, she's also in prep now, but she's like 19 weeks out or something, so she's still got a lot more carbs. She needs some oats, so I'll grab her some oats, and then I also need to get some Tupperwares just for meal prepping when I'm traveling, because I've rinsed all mine and I broke half of them whilst I was in London. I'm going to grab some honey as well, not that one though, just some runny honey purely for when high days come back in, just because I've nearly finished the current one. But that's not for today, that's literally a high day delicacy just to help get some carbs in without a lot of food volume. I'm just going to buy it today just so it looks slightly more exciting for the vlog. Right, I asked Emily what oats she wants, because I'm picky, right? If I was having oats, I want the Quakers rolled oats, wherever they are. I think that is porridge oats. I like just steel cut rolled oats, but she's not as picky, so she's just getting the Asda own brand. If you don't ask, you don't get, and I asked her, so I'll pick up some more Squares bars, again, in anticipation of high days. I'll do 1, maybe 2 in a high day, but I'm pretty sure they're on offer, so, and everybody knows how extortionately expensive Squares bars are, so we'll grab some of them as well. That's a high day treat, depending on how high the high day is. Normally only if it's over 1,000 grams of carbs will I use Squares bars, otherwise it just comes from, you know, simpler, complex carb sources rather than sugary shit. But when you've got to put away 1,200 grams of carbs in a day, whilst not causing too much stress to the GI and too much bloating inflammation, you just have to use denser carb sources that digest well. And for me, Squares bars, honey, Frosties, cereals like that are what digest well for me, so that's what I use. We are back from the gym, back from the shops. Got my post-workout meal, which is 70 grams cream of rice I'm going to do today, and 60 grams of the best tasting thing this entire prep, which is Leon cereal whey. Like, I fucking just love that shit. Just a whey paste. I do 60 grams all of the whey paste on the cream of rice, on the frozen fruit. It's fucking delicacy. You've seen me make it every video the last, like, well, you've literally seen me eat it in the last 4 videos, so I don't really need to show you again, but I'm gonna, because it's all I care about in life right now. We've eaten post-workout. Whilst I was out, I did have delivery from VQ. I believe it should be the Muscleworks collab. It is indeed. As you can see there, Vanquish times Muscleworks. We've got, I think that should be a tank top. Sleeveless t-shirt, which they've sent me in a 3XL, which is ambitious. I do not fit that. We've got an oversized white tee, which looks lovely. Oversized black tee, and then another sleeveless tee in a 3XL, which I will not fit. Then we've got the big oversized hoodie, which I'll show you briefly. I think this is probably out, if this video comes out Sunday, this is probably out Monday, so tomorrow night, if you're watching this on Sunday evening, this will be live, so get to it. Code Eagles, obviously. That's the back. We've got the Muscleworks times Vanquish. Pretty fucking sick. The front as well. The thing I love about these hoodies, they're just massive and oversized, which is perfect for me right now in prep because I'm always cold, as you can see by the current hoodie I'm wearing from VQ. But yeah, so you got 2 oversized t-shirts, sleeveless tees, oversized hoodie, black, white, the same design as the hoodie on the t-shirts. So quality stuff as always from VQ, and I appreciate everyone who uses my code. Thank you. So yeah, I think on that note, to be fair, we'll probably round this video out because the rest of my day consists of sitting here and doing client work. And that is about it. I've got some chicken salads to eat and a Ninja Creamy at the end of the day. So yeah, that is prep very much at the minute. That is literally what a typical day looks like. I get up in the morning, do some steps, eat pre-workout, train, eat post-workout and do some work, and try to sleep at night, get up the next day, do the same again. So rinse and repeat, as I said, not long at all till I fly, like 3-ish weeks till I fly, and then it's game on. So yeah, home straight, most of the fat loss is done. It's going to be a case of starting to taper food up very slowly now, which will be all right, so I can't really complain. Hard work's done. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you in the next video.